So this is the studio. I've been here for about 2 years now. It's a great spot downtown. This is where I do most of the big paintings. I also like the light that comes in a lot. Window light's important for me. Lots of skateboards, lots of holes in the floor. Danger. For the Tribeca Film Festival, I gave a new series that I'm working on, which is the Candy series. They're very colorful. The repetition of my paintings is a bit of a mantra for myself. It's almost like a meditation.
My early work came from working from somewhat movie stills almost. I was never interested in the skill part of it. I was interested in the product, what I ended up making. Rather than use the traditional model of the artist studio, I thought I would make art the way somebody made movies. But I had a production team and things like that. And I have a great respect for films, but as an artist, there's a real big difference between art and movies. You have to look at the movie in time, beginning, middle, end. When you look at a picture, you can look at it however way you want to. And you can make your own movie within that still picture. With this, the tiger, the last thing we do with the eyes, which is always kind of like interesting thing to see it evolve, because it's like becomes like a mask till the very end. So this is all new work here that's coming up. This is a wall of studies that are going to happen. This is the essentials. One wall is the essentials, which is the bombs, and waves, Freud, sharks, or
What we have here is a proscenium, kind of like a film screen opening up. You look at the kind of great American Southwest landscape, and this mothership is kind of landed, and it's bringing in these Mythmaker creatures. So it's titled Mythmaker. It's kind of like an Ark or, a Parliament, P-Funk, the mothership that landed, George Clinton's mothership. P-Funk, Funkadelic, America, boom, Grew up in South Texas, right outside of San Antonio, Texas. This is a land where everything's big and extreme and hot. Colors are bright. I was a high school dropout, influenced by punk rock. I mean, the usual kind of thing, guy my age. I got in some trouble with the law. They knocked off all the probation if I got into a community college. So I did that and then went into art because I thought it was going to be kind of easy and it looked really cool, Turns out it's not easy at all. It's like the hardest thing you can think of. It's something that if you know what you're doing, you're probably not doing it right.
I never left Brooklyn. I've been on the L train forever. Occasionally they let me go to Paris or Rome or somewhere else to get out of Brooklyn, New York. I'm a black and white person. Only recently starting to go hints of color, not too much color. I love the wet look, that enamel, shiny look, because it looks like you just did it 5 minutes ago. I love the eyebrows and the mustache. And I don't know if anybody knows the Groucho anymore. That's it. Well, if you're short, you have to go big. That's my philosophy. As I get shorter, the work is getting bigger. I'm now really big.
There's weird stuff everywhere inside here, hidden, sort of multifaceted narrative going on, and you have all the creatures that are coming down from the volcano. And they're all coming and crowding on this cliff. There's Billy Graham. This is the horizon, that oil spill we had. There's Einstein as a balloon head. These are Epcot centers floating away. I certainly don't like to make work that's topical. I'm trying to make work that turns the viewer inside out and sort of tries to rip the collective consciousness of the species out and splay it out to look at and touch. I'm pulling from nature, I'm pulling from science and technology, I'm pulling from dreams, and I'm pulling from film. I feel often like I'm making a movie. more than I'm making even a painting or a sculpture. Fitzcarraldo resonates because I feel like, you know, making this place or making this work was like bringing a boat over a mountain. I was like, you're crazy. Like, what are you doing? 24,000 pounds, why are you doing that? Where are you gonna put it? What are you doing? And I just had to do it.
You know, it's interesting as an artist, it's like you have to first be able to catch your time. If you're lucky enough to like make an image that is archetypal and somehow catches people's eyes and becomes an emblem for your time, that image enters into the collective unconscious of culture and basically you don't own it anymore. But then you spend the rest of your life running away from what you succeeded. So the idea of getting older as an artist is you have a choice. You can either die young or you can fight to be relevant.